It's good to be back in China. I have missed your smiling faces. And your food is very good for me. How often do you get to choose the air that you breathe? Not very often, do you? Do you know that we breathe about 12,000 liters of air a day? That's a lot of air, isn't it? Air is important to us, isn't it? We need food, we need water, we need air, don't we? How many like good food? Good. How many like good water? Very good. Do we need clean air? Yes, we do. Now, air pollution isn't just a problem in America, and it's not just a problem in China. It's a global issue. Pollution like PM 2.5, PM 10, ozone, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, these are all common contaminants in almost every country. Countries are monitoring it and now reporting their values. Now, studies have linked air pollution to asthma and allergies. They've linked it to lung and heart problems and cancer too. Now, many countries around the world are taking action on pollution, but it takes a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of effort to clean the air. So there are no quick fixes. So what are we to do? We go home, we close the doors, we shut the windows, and we try to hide from the outdoor air. What's behind the doors? We create pollution in our own homes. Indoor air can be up to 5 times more contaminated than the outdoor air. We've got no place to hide. And we spend almost all day, 70 to 90% of our time indoors. So where does this pollution come from? Almost everything in our home creates pollution. When you get up in the morning and you throw the sheets and the covers back from your bed, pollution is created. When I put on my clothes and I rub my skin, pollution is created. Carpet, paint, furniture can emit VOCs and formaldehyde. Do you know that my wife, many years ago, she bought a couch. We call them couches. I don't know what you call them here. We call them couches. She bought a couch that was made in Italy. She was very proud of this. It was very exciting as she waited for it to come. They delivered it and they put it in our living room, and it made us cry. And it burned our nose. It was horrible. They had treated it with formaldehyde to make sure that it didn't have any bugs when it came to us. The problem was, it irritated our eyes and nose. So we determined we all like food, right? Pollution can come from cooking. It comes from heating our homes. And if you smoke cigarettes, you are creating a very unhealthy environment. And if you smoke, I highly recommend that you try stopping. We need good, clean air. Yeah. Do you know that even in your bathrooms, even in your kitchens, with the drippy faucets, wetness, dampness allows bacteria, virus, and fungal spores to grow. And even our beloved pets, those cuddly little creatures, create allergens and odors. Now, having an atmosphere in your home can help give peace of mind about the air that we breathe. Atmosphere uses safe and reliable technologies that are very effective at cleaning the air. I like to say it's performance that we can trust. That produces no harmful byproducts, so no ozone, no ionization used in atmosphere. It's designed to give years of reliable service. And it can capture particles to 99.99%, even down as small as 0.009 microns. It's certified by AHAM for a CADR rate of 250. That's equivalent to your 425 cubic meters per hour. And it's been proven or tested effective against 97 different contaminants. Now, CADR stands for Clean Air Delivery Rate. And it's a standard that's used to measure the amount of purified air that an air treatment system can deliver. Now, CADR is real-life performance. It's the kind of performance that you can expect in your home because it's tested in a real room using real contaminants like smoke, dust, and pollen. And the CADR value for AHAM not only was tested at Tsinghua, but certified by AHAM, the Association of Home Appliance Manufacturers. Now, AHAM is an association of appliance manufacturers with a single goal, and that is to bring standardization to air treatment claims and room size claims. And to keep these claims, we need to requalify at AHAM every 2 years. Now, the atmosphere air purifier uses the Clarus filtration system with 3 stages for outstanding performance. Contaminated air flows through and around the front seal where it encounters the 3 filters. Stage 1 is a pre-filter where the large fibrous contaminants will be strained out of the air. Stage 2 is a particulate filter where the ultrafine particles like smoke, dust, pollen, virus are going to be captured. And stage 3 is the carbon odor filter where odor molecules like formaldehyde and ozone are going to be trapped and destroyed. Then the purified air is driven out the back and it's driven straight up. It maintains everything that's important to good room cleaning, so that you can set it anywhere in the room and get the exact same performance. You can put it in a corner, you can put it in the middle, you can set it right in the middle of the room. Anywhere in the room, you get the same performance. Now, have you heard the term HEPA? Yeah? HEPA is a performance standard for filtration, and it requires the removal of 99.97% of contaminants that are 0.3 microns in size. Now, this filtration standard was developed for the Manhattan Project, which is the name of the U.S. nuclear program back in the 1940s. Now, Amway uses the newer European standard for HEPA, which looks at the removal efficiency of the most penetrating particle size. Now, we use the European standard because it's stricter. Go ahead, I'm sorry. See, it looks across the whole range of particle sizes from really small to larger, and it looks for the worst efficiency of all your testing. You know, in the design and development of atmosphere, we paid very close attention to the details, because what we wanted to give you was not just filter media that's HEPA, not just a HEPA filter, but we wanted to actually give you HEPA performance out of the system. So 99.99% of the contaminants that are drawn into atmosphere will be removed. And I like to say, it's better than HEPA. Okay, particles are drawn into atmosphere and are removed in 3 ways. And the first way is called size exclusion. These are particles like PM2.5, PM10, pollen. They're too large to go through the gaps in the fibers. They're actually very easy to capture. Now, the next phase is impaction, and these particles are smaller, and they can go through the gaps in the filter. They're just the right size. But what do we know? Virus is this size for the size contaminant. 99.99% of virus are going to be removed. There's so many of these fibers in the filter, it's just layer upon layer, that these particles drive in and they run into one and they stick. Now, the third way the particles are removed is called diffusion. And these are particles that are very, very small, like 0.009 microns, and they fly so erratic that they're very easy to capture in our media. Now, we documented the removal of well over 70 different particulate contaminants. Contaminants like allergens, bacteria, fungal spores, virus, pollens, asbestos, and radon decay byproducts. In fact, it captures particles, as I said before, as small as 0.009 microns, better than 99.99%. It removes 99.99% of virus, bacteria, smoke. Yeah. Not just HEPA, but better. Now, the odor filter uses a high-quality activated coconut carbon that has a patented treatment on it. And these treatments, their purpose in life is to improve the performance of the carbon. Now, we have a couple of reasons why we use coconut carbon. The first is, it's harder, so it creates less dust. Much less dust than if we were to use a coal or a wood-based carbon. The second and more important reason is that the pore sizes of the activated coconut carbon covers a broad range of odors because it has small, medium, and large size pores in it. Our carbon is pure. We're using no binders in it. That allows us to have a very large working surface area to capture odors. 880 square meters per gram of carbon in the filter. Now, the treatments, they're there to react with the odors and gases. They'll convert some of the chemicals and odors into salts. Those salts will fill the pores in the activated sites. And some will break down completely into their base elements like carbon dioxide and water. And we made very sure in the selection of our treatments to choose those that would give us better performance in both the low humid condition and the high. Because that's where we live, isn't it? We have winter time when it's very dry. I want good odor reduction then. And when it's summer and it's hot and humid, I don't want it to quit working. I want it to continue to remove odors. And that's what our treatments do for us. Now, this is an animation that shows how the odor filter works. You can see some of the contaminants are running into the surface of pores of carbon, on the surface, mind you, and they're converting to a salt. It's really pretty cool. It happens at such a small scale, we can't even see it. Yes. I have something to show you. Amway China has done something very nice. This is my babe. I love this product. But look what Amway China has made for you. Huh? Isn't that cool? It's a mini atmosphere. So that you could take it into a home of a prospective customer and show them how it works. We have a pre-filter. We have a pre-filter. A particulate filter with contaminants in it. Yes. I knew that was going to happen. See, just like its big brother, right? This one falls out too, but it's smaller. Look at that. It didn't even fall apart. So now you can take your mini demo unit. Now it doesn't work, there's no motor in it, but it's to help you demonstrate the 3 stages of filtration. I say nicely done. Now with use, the particulate filter is going to fill up with contaminants, and that's its design purpose. It's supposed to. And as it fills up, more and more of the performance is going to drop. It drops over time. Why does it do that? Because the sites, the little gaps between the fibers, are going to fill up, and now air has a harder time getting through the filter. Its efficiency isn't going to drop, but its room cleaning performance is, and that's important for you to know. And since atmosphere keeps track of the contaminant level in the room and the volume of air that it's treated, it knows when the filter needs to be replaced. Now, I want clean air, and I'm sure that you do too, right? Yes. And the only way to keep having the clean air is to replace the filter when you're supposed to. The little light comes on and it goes beep, beep, beep. Can you clean this filter? Very good. No, it cannot be cleaned. And no, just pushing the button either. No. Replace the filter because you benefit from having cleaner air. Yes. Now, when the odor filter's working, it's collecting odorous contaminants, and they're starting to fill up the pore sites inside the carbon. Some of those are reacting with the treatments on the surface and becoming a salt. That salt doesn't go anywhere. It fills up, blocks it off, uses up the treatment. Even those that are broken down to their base elements like carbon dioxide and water are consuming some of the treatments on the surface. Once those treatments are gone, performance is going to drop. Now, atmosphere will remind you when it's time to change the filter, right? Just like the particle filter, atmosphere knows when it's time to change it. Can it be cleaned? Really? No, you're right, it can't be cleaned. You can't put it in the sun. You can't spray it with water. You can't vacuum it. The sites are filled and the treatment is gone. It's time to replace. To continue enjoy clean air, we must replace the filters when it's time. And that, my friends, is what we really want. Good, clean air. It's what I miss when I travel, right? So when I get home, you know what the first thing I do is? I open my front door, I step in. I love clean air, and it loves me. Now, atmosphere is also quiet as a whisper on speed 1, and now speed 5 is only 52 decibels. And the power consumed by atmosphere is very, very small. In fact, if you use it for an entire year on speed 1, it'll cost you about 22 RMB. But what will you get? How about 760,000 cubic meters? That's just speed 1. You know that atmosphere also has an intelligent monitor called IntelliSense. Monitors the air for the particulate contamination and then displays it right on the front panel so that you and I can know what a contamination level is. Now, you want to know what the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning? I roll over, I look at my atmosphere, and what do I see? One green bar. Very clean air, and it makes me feel good inside. Atmosphere works all night while I'm sleeping, and I know that all through the night I breathe clean air. So I throw off the covers, and what happens? It goes up to 5 bars. I'm not that dirty. But my sheets, when we move them, we break fibers, and they go back into the air. Atmosphere works to clean it up. And it doesn't take it very long after that to clean the air back to where it should be, clean. Now the monitor is also linked to auto mode, and if you put it in auto, atmosphere will automatically change the speed corresponding to the level of contamination. Atmosphere is endorsed by Allergy UK as a product that can help people with allergies. And I'd like to thank Dr. Evelyn for coming. You see, asthma and allergies are very interesting to me. I have a granddaughter who has asthma, and it was really, really bad. When they diagnosed her, they had her on 5 medications and 2 inhalers. And as a grandfather, that made me very sad. But I could do something about that, couldn't I? Yes, I put an atmosphere in each of my granddaughter's bedrooms. And they have benefited from clean air since. I can't eliminate it, but we can help. Yeah. The atmosphere is also certified by AHAM, the Association of Home Appliance Manufacturers, CDR of 250, and room size of 36 square meters. And it's qualified to carry the US EPA Energy Star label because it's a product that uses very little energy and delivers high performance. And because of their strong academic background in air quality research and testing, Amway utilizes Beijing's own Tsinghua University for testing both particulate and gaseous contaminants. The unit is designed to conform to all of the CQC requirements of China. Now, I have an advantage in that I get to test the very best air treatment systems from around the world. And I can do whatever I want with those air treatment systems when I'm done, including taking them home and using them for myself. But do you know, the only air treatment system that runs in my house, you know what it is? Yeah, it's the only air treatment system that I allow in my daughter's house and in my granddaughter's bedrooms. The atmosphere air purifier. Safe, reliable, and effective performance that I can trust. Safe, reliable, and effective performance is important to me. I don't want to have to worry about creating some hazardous compound that my granddaughters would have trouble with. I want them to have clean air without having any byproducts. Helping people live better lives is part of the vision of Amway Corporation, and I'm very proud to have had the opportunity to work for Amway these 31 years. It's a company that really cares about people. And I'm very proud that Atmosphere is a product that's helping people live better lives too. And that, my friends, is very important to me. Thank you. Appreciate it.